why do I do it to myself? Why do I decide to pick games that have a lot of pressure on them and with the potential to make me look like a moron and a fool? I don't know why I do it to myself. It's not a good state of affairs right now. It's not a good position to go into this game against Shakhtar when we are in third and we need a win. So, yeah. Good episode incoming, damn right. If we lose, however, we're all going to be upset. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 23 of the AC Milan Awake the Sleeping Giant series here on Football Manager 2021. I hope you're all doing very well and staying safe and having a fantastic morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world. And today we have got an absolute banger of an episode coming up against Shakhtar Donetsk in the final Champions League group stage game, of which we do need to win. If we don't win, we do not qualify for the first knockout round, which is, of course, the expectation from the board going into this season. So the pressure is definitely on us going into today's game, and not the nice sort of pressure. You know, I'd much prefer the pressure of going into a Champions League final with the crowd roaring, with my name being rang from the thousands of crowds, and then a 90th minute winner from Belotti securing the Champions League trophy for us. But unfortunately, we're not at that stage yet. Maybe one day. No, it will happen. It will happen one day, just not yet. But yeah, with that Shakhtar game coming up, it's a concerning state of affairs for the Champions League. I don't want to be knocked out because I would quite like to give us a good sort of a state of, like, what's the word? We want to give a good account to ourselves if we don't win it this year into next year. I would like to get to the quarterfinals or semi-finals just to really see how our team is against, you know, the best teams in Europe. Obviously, we're playing the likes of Manchester City, who are obviously in contention for winning the Champions League, and we have lost and drew against them, so maybe we're not there just yet, but we'll have to wait and see. But obviously, since the last episode, which was the 3-2 away win against Roma, of which we did come back from behind to win the game, which was an absolutely fantastic result and really, really kept us in the hunt for our Serie A title, which we all want so badly. But since then, we played 5 games, 3 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. So the first game that we played since you're away was the 3-0 away victory against Monza. Monza are a recently promoted side. I believe they came from quite obscure roots, right? They did. So they came from Italian Serie D Group B. And since then, over the past, 5 years, they've had a very, very strong sort of growth into each individual league. Obviously getting promoted last year into Serie A. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they are going to be staying in Serie A for much longer with only 7 points. And us beating them 3-0 definitely didn't help them at all. But thankfully, we were able to get a good, decent result, courtesy of Lacazette, Belotti and Grimaldo. Absolutely dominant performance from the boys, which you like to see. They played a very defensive formation, which could potentially have made us slip up a little bit, but thankfully, despite the very defensive formation for a team that probably hasn't scored many and conceded a lot, we were able to break the deadlock very, very early on in the 7th minute, and that sort of put us in control for the rest of the match. So no banana skin there. But then straight after, we did have a game against Manchester City. If we did lose this away from home, we would no longer be in the hunt for the Champions League 2 spots that progress. Manchester City were absolutely dominant, and we were so close, so bloody close to FMing them with Belotti getting an offside goal in the 86th minute. We get so many offside goals. I'm starting to think that VAR may not be the way forward, if I'm honest. But unfortunately, we weren't able to get ourselves a win, but my God, were we lucky not to lose, with the likes of Sterling, Felix and Haaland not having the greatest of games. Silva, De Bruyne and Rodri controlling the game from the midfield, and Luis Felipe Diaz and Hateborough Hborough. I can't say I've ever heard of him. He's a decent fullback, though. They got him from Atalanta, so weakening our opposition. So thank you very much, City. But somehow we managed to carve ourselves a draw from that to keep us in the hunt. And then straight after Manchester City game, it didn't get any easier with only 3 days rest, and we went against Juventus. No, they're in a zoo now, Alex. They're in a zoo. I'll give you a guess who it is. Yes, that was a zebra noise. I'm not too sure if zebras make that noise, but, if there's any zoologists around, rate me out of 10. Not me personally, my animal noises. Unfortunately, we did lose 2-1 against Zebra, but we did give a very good counter ourselves. Obviously, Zebra are also going to be in the Champions League with, once again, the arrow formation coming out to bite us. They scored a very last-minute goal, and we scored a very, very early opening goal, courtesy of David Neres. Cristiano Ronaldo, and what seems to be every single game we play against him, gets himself a goal, and he just got it just before half-time. And then Rabiot securing all 3 points in the 89th minute to break AC Milan hearts, where we potentially have not lost for the first time in my management career against a Zebra, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. So coming into our second to last game in the Champions League, Real San Sebastian at home, 4-1 win. Obviously, we've had a double victory over Real San Sebastian, thankfully. A very, very good result to have, considering we lost our past 2 games. Belotti getting himself a goal. David Neres and Benacer getting himself 2 goals as well. Ibanez did give away a penalty in the 76th minute, but it was too little too late for Real San Sebastian. A very dominant performance from the boys. Good possession. Oh, they had better possession, but good expected goals, more shots just about, giving us a 4-1 comfortable win. So the final game that you missed was against Atalanta. And of course, we did say that Man City bought someone from them to weaken them. And thankfully, this was a very boring game. They didn't have a single shot on target. They had 5 yellow cards. We scored in the 61st minute courtesy of Belotti, giving us a 1-0 win. Nothing really happened. We destroyed them. We were dominant. They didn't have anything. And that is what we call the Milan boys. Right then, in we go to arguably our most important game so far this year. It probably won't be the only important game as we get closer to the end of year. However, for now, to keep our Champions League group stages alive, we do need to get a win, and we are struggling with a lot of injuries. So 2 of our midfielders are out. 1 of our best wingers is out. Fantastic. Right, we're going to have to play a very weakened side here with Christensen playing in that Mazzala role. I don't think so. We're going to play Benacer in that Mazzala role, Aguirre in that deep line playmaker role, Christensen and as Lacazette, Corona and Belotti all up top. Corona hasn't really got out of his sort of slump, I feel like. He hasn't really performed this year. He's only got 1 goal in 8, which for a player we spent a lot of money on isn't fantastic, and arguably should be a little concerned for his AC Milan career going into January, because if I had a team that came in for 30 million, I'd probably look to sell him and potentially look to get a regen in that I can sort of develop over time. But we are having to play with Bartolini and Wang at right back. So we are going into this game with a very weakened side. Obviously, Shakhtar, we did buy Marcus Antonio from Shakhtar, of course. Unfortunately, we can't register him as of yet, which is slightly annoying. Hopefully, he can play for next year. But yeah, this is going to be a tough game. What is Shakhtar's sides looking like? I know we've played him before. The hot prospect is this guy who looks absolutely unbelievable. For 17 years old as well. Looks like he'd be quite the deep line playmaker. So their key player is Dodo. He's a fullback. You wouldn't necessarily say he's great, though. He's a very attacking fullback, don't get me wrong. So he's definitely going to be having more impact up the pitch. However, would you say we should be scared of him? I don't think so. We are struggling for fitness quite significantly, though, which is a slight concern, if I'm honest. I'm trying to think what could change. We are at home, so you'd probably say we should be expecting to win this. I am going to ask to overlap left because we want to take the game to Shakhtar, because this is a must win. Shakhtar can literally just shut up shop and wait for us to go at them and just defend, because if they can't lose this. They need a draw, so they're probably not going to be looking to attack us too much because they're away at home. However, if we get an early goal, they're going to have to come at us. And being in a position where they have to come at us, which I feel like goes into our hands a little bit, it's a nice position to be in. But we do need to get that early goal. Individually, we're going to tell Benaker pressure's off and he's motivated. Anyone else negatively affected? No. Who we want? Belotti. Where's Belotti? Motivated. Have faith in you. Come on. Right. Big game. Cue the music. Now. Let's get into it. Very early chance here, and oh my god, I don't know how to keep up. Right, Ajer's got the ball on the left-hand side to Grimaldo. Obviously, we want him to get a bit of space, and it is cleared away. Ajer, I said I wanted an early goal, and this would very much make me a very, very happy bunny. Not just a happy bunny, a very happy bunny. Benaker, I'm concerned we're going to get broken on. Christensen playing in that midfield role today, which isn't brilliant, but he has got a good pass on there. Lacazette, go on. Let's go. We needed that. 3 minutes in, I asked for the early goal, and Jesus Corona, I criticised him at the start of the game, saying that he hasn't really done anything this year. But boy, has he just got us a very important goal. Fantastic run, a fantastic pass from Lacazette. Good to see them two combining, the two wingers combining. And that puts Shakhtar in a very precarious position here. Manchester City could get knocked out if they do lose against Real San Sebastian. I'm not too sure if they're at home or away. However, Shakhtar have to come at us now, and that's not a position they want to be in, because they know the pace of our wingers is going to be a massive issue for them. However, they are on the attack a little bit. I say a little bit. They are on the attack. Macon, Huna Morales, they are. This is a good attack for them. It's Marley. Can we get a tackle in? Wang, you've got to defend it, mate. He doesn't, but Akinas does get himself in front of the shot to block it. And that is a warning sign. Now, what would break my heart is if we got to the 91st minute and conceded a last-minute goal. And we all know how that felt from last season, don't we? Yes, we do. When I thought, aggregate goals didn't exist, but they do. So, broke my heart last season. Let's not have that this time. Right, corner kick. I hate set pieces. Please, no game. Oh my god, I love set pieces. I bloody love them. Tecatito, got to play him, please. Good ball to Belotti. He's onside. He's got to finish this. Yes. Come on. The dream is on. We are progressing to the Champions League. First knockout round. And look at Belotti. He's celebrating. He's pointing to the fans and dedicating that goal to them. Come on. And Tecatito played fantastic ball to keep Belotti onside, and the goalkeeper doesn't really do anything. Trubin doesn't do anything, putting us 2-0 to the good just before half-time. If we can go to half-time with a clean sheet, that would be magnificent. And it's a great tackle for Benaker. What a performance the boys are having. And are we going to get to that? I don't think we are. Or are we? No, we're not. Smiley's got the ball. He's going to hit it, isn't he? But we are forcing them back, but our left-back has switched off. But we managed to get it away. And another counter-attack, potentially. Lacazette, they are getting absolutely destroyed by the counter-attack. Belotti, he goes past his man. Oh, nearly. And the goalkeeper just goes for that. Blimey. I've never seen so much panic on a goalkeeper. But Shakhtar are getting destroyed by the counter-attack at the moment. They need to sort that out at half-time. Otherwise, this could be quite embarrassing for Shakhtar. And going into half-time, as long as we keep a clean sheet, I mean, if it's 3-0, I'm probably going to say the game's over. However, if they do get a goal, I mean, their strikers didn't even move then. Grimaldo, Lacazette, Belotti, Lacazette. Oh, nearly. Lacazette, once again, showing us why he's been arguably the signing of the season in Serie A so far. And I'm very, very happy. However, I am going to tell them not to get complacent, because we don't want to let them back into the game. We want to keep the pressure on them. And Man City have scored against Real San Sebastian. So Manchester City will be progressing alongside us if we win this game, which I would quite like Man City to be knocked out. Of course, Man City can't afford to draw. Oh no, please defend. Okay, good. Another counter-attack, potentially. It's not. Yeah, Manchester City can't afford to lose or draw. They have to win against San Sebastian. And once again, Shakhtar will be hoping for a good result. And this is a little bit of a scary attack. And Enkias with a fantastic save. I don't know who that was switched off at the back. I feel like it might have been Ibanez, who is on a yellow card. So might have to keep an eye on that. And Enkias has had a fantastic game so far up to this point. And Manchester City do got top. And on goal difference, so if we score another one, we top the league, which makes it very tempting to try and go at them a little bit more to top the league. Because obviously we'll get an easier game, arguably, going into the next stage of the competition. Ajer. Wang. Ajer. I'm not too sure what we're doing here. I'm not liking it, though. It's a great ball. Can we just appreciate how incredible that ball was from Ajer? That ball was ridiculous. Ajer is just marking it, like just keeping his man away. Doesn't even look. And just knows where Tecatito's going to be. And he just places it in there. And that does put us top of the table. As long as Manchester City don't score another goal, if we score another one, City have to beat Sebastian 3-0. No, 2-0. No, 3-0, yeah. Which is definitely possible. And it's a big kick forward by their keeper. It doesn't get anywhere. Grimaldo with a poor ball out. However, if they do get one against us, that does make it a little bit difficult. However, Beneco with tons of space in the middle. Is he going to go all the way? I mean, it's a great tackle. Belotti. Game, set, and match. 4-0 against Shakhtar Donetsk. And the fans are absolutely loving life right now in the San Siro. Come on, boys. You love to see it. You love to see it. Let's get another one. 5-0. This could be an absolute embarrassment for Shakhtar here. We're just toying with them. And it just goes over. I mean, we are going to make a lot of subs here. We're going to bring Lamela on Corona. We're going to bring on Caputo on for Belotti. And we're going to bring on Gabbia on for Ibanez, who is on a yellow card. Of course, we don't want him to get sent off going into the knockout round. And Manchester City is still in a precarious position by only winning 1-0. If Shakhtar will be shouting at their screens to get Real San Sebastian a goal. And are they going to get it? Are Manchester City going to get knocked out? It doesn't look like it. However, there is a final chance. Don't do this. Like, we've done so well to keep a clean sheet. If we lose this clean sheet now, I'm going to be fuming. Oh, for God's sake. Why? Why? Well, I mean, it's my fault. I probably should have gone defensive. But it doesn't matter. We still are top of the table, I think. And I'm curious to see what City did here. I'm very curious to see how City got on. Because we should be top of the table. And I want to know how City got on. City won. City did. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. They scored 2 goals late on. If we hadn't conceded that goal and then... No, wait, did they? No, they didn't, sorry. Why are we not top of the... What? Oh, is it head-to-head? For God's sake. Right, we've qualified, which is the big thing. And who are we going to be against? When does it get announced? That's what I'm curious in. When does it get announced? First knockout round. It gets announced in 10 days. Okay, so we'll find out next episode when that who we're going to be against. However, when do we want to come back? I feel like we're going to come back for... Yes. Oh, yes. Inter versus Milan. Big derby. It is the Madonnina derby against Inter. Join me then for what could be an almighty clash of titans. Oh, I'm excited. Are you? You better be. As we come to the end of the episode, of course, I want to thank you all so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you enjoyed it. Of course, let me know what you think of the episode down below. Obviously, smashing Shakhtar there. You love to see it. Any constructive criticism is very much appreciated. If you did like the video, mind to give it a cheeky like. You know, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and if you want to see more content, there. Every time I do that, I want to do it magical. Twitch. Twitch and Twitter there. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Keep yourselves safe. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.